Hello and welcome guys, and how are you doing? I've got two things to ask you before we start this Tom and Jerry guide. Number one is if you'd follow me on Twitter, that would mean so much, and I'm very active on there, often asking video ideas and just generally going through my multiverses day. And number two is if you have anything I didn't mention in this video, combo, strings, matchup, tips, make sure to comment them down below and we'll make the comments a very good space to learn. Anyway, let's get into this video and hopefully you guys learn something. So we have got Tom and Jerry, in arguably the coolest animated character in this game. All of the attacks involve just trying to escape, the other one's hit, which is so cool. And he has one of the coolest movesets in the game. He's a relatively slow character, ground speed, very good air speed acceleration, but he has a good dodge. So you can be very quick with him. And for a mage, he's got very good close attacks. And we'll go through all his normal attacks. First, you've got his jab, which is the heavy hitter, does 12 damage, doesn't kill till very late, it's not the best. We got the down tilt, which isn't the best move, but it does go further than where you charge it, as you can see. Does a bit of damage, but the best thing is it breaks shields. Doesn't really combo at any high percents. Best thing about this move is it breaks shields, and you can cancel it and land some combos with it. Wait, like you can see here. Okay, but again, not really that move. Just breaks armor. That's the best thing about this move, as you can see by the purple. Now we got the neutral light is the tennis racket swing, which has more use later. Chargeable, does 7 damage, which is good. Charged up does more. Has knockback. Doesn't kill till quite late though. Very good, very big hitbox. Again, good move, but it is very useful for other things. You'll see in the air, it's pretty much the same move. So yeah, you'll get the point of the tennis racket in a bit. Then we have his up tilt, which is very cool move. So as you can see, it only does 2 there, but then if you charge it up, you can last longer. Like you juggle people for a very long time. Yeah, as you can see. And then this is cancelable at any time with a jump, and I think you can dodge out of it. Yeah, there you go. You can also dodge out of the jab, like you can all jabs. Down tilt, no dodging out of that until you hit. So yeah, that is Tom and Jerry's grounded moves. We have his air bat again, forward air, which is a good cat scratch, relatively fast. Is cancelable, so you can get some combos with that, depending on what you want to do. But does kill at very late percentages. Decent range, decent damage. Overall, it's a good spacing move and a very good move for a character like this. A character like a mage to have a nice quick forward air. And we got the up air, which is arguably one of his best moves. This has a sweet spot right in the middle of it, and you'll hear that by there's a sweet spot noise. Wait, we'll hear. We'll try and connect the sweet spot. It's very weird to hit, but this move's a kill move. Very good. Very good hitboxing. Very good move. We'll try and hit the sweet spot, but it's very hard. But you guys get the point. Up air, good kill move. Big hitbox. There you go. You get the point. And I got down air, probably his best aerial. Does good damage. Is amazing. Spikes very early kills you can get with the down air. You can kill people on stage, and you can combo with it. Oh, you can combo with it as well, because it is a spike, and therefore that's the sweet spot, by the way. Because it's a spike and maximum full, you can combo with it at higher percentages. But yeah, and that is all his aerials. Very good set of neutral moves, like very good set of moves, but the specials are where it really comes in. So first special, you've got to have off instant cooldowns, is neutral special, which is both on the ground and the air. You shoot Jerry. Now you can pick him up, and then when you shoot Jerry, after Jerry's out, you shoot these balls. And these balls don't look like they do much, do knock that back and not too much damage. But you'll see in a moment what they're used for. I'll put on instant cooldowns. Hopefully reset. No. But we'll go through the other special and get back to that, because it's very important and one of his best moves. Side B is the fishing rod, which is very weird move. But it does decent damage. Oh, nice. But overall is a bit useless. But is the recovery move. And as you can see here, its little special feature is you can leave it out and you can hit an enemy while traveling. Yeah, and it has a sweet spot. when reeled in and after it's been out for a while. But main thing is recovery back onto the stage. Wait. There we go. You side B and you get a nice little bump back to the stage. Can be useful in 2s, not too useful in 1s, other than to get back to stage. Sweet spot's cool, but again, could be a lot better. Then we leave the down B on the floor. Not very good, but because it's hard to set up, but can lead to some really weird kills and combos, and does surprise me. This move surprised me a lot. We'll get Shaggy in. There we go. You know, it's a little thing on the floor which shoots them up, and obviously you can combo off it. And yeah, it is very, very, very good. Then we have the ball shoot, and then the tennis racket here. I told you tennis rackets were used for something. This kind of supercharges the balls and makes them very, very, very good. Like I'll show you now. Makes them do 8 damage and also makes them kill. They can kill. And this is good because this is what kind of makes him the zoning character he is. Because he can have so many projectiles out. And at the same time, Jerry also shoots his corks at the enemy. So Jerry has his own projectiles while you're also doing this. So this leads to, you know, you have a lot of presence on the map. And in 1s, it's very annoying to try and get in on. And in 2s, you just hit everything. Like you can see, very, very strong. Jerry also has knockback. So, this is what makes him so good. Now we've got his other really, really good move, which is the dynamite. Now, I would always recommend running the dynamite split. So, so good. And it pretty much gives you the best projectile in the game, in my opinion. Because it's so hard not to get hit by. Because it's random. Well, not totally random, but because it comes out differently every time, you don't know whether to dodge up, down, middle, and if they go through it, then you're already near them. And you're also hitting it with your bat, meaning if you do it near someone, they will get hit by the bat swing. And all of the projectiles. But this is very good, does decent knockback, and is a good off-stage tool to either help you recover or stop them from recovering. Because it covers so much ground, you really can use this move. Use and abuse this move. Obviously, it's on a cooldown, but the cooldown isn't too bad when you've got 19,000 projectile moves like Tom and Jerry does. You know, you can hit them into a. You can use your. Oh, I haven't gone through the rocket yet. We'll go through that in a second. You know, you can dynamite, hit them into it. Use Jerry, swing them more. Yeah, swing more balls. Then you have dynamite again, and you throw Jerry. You guys kind of get the point. And we'll talk about Jerry in a second and how to use him and how I'd recommend using him and placing him against your ally to make him as effective as possible and as annoying as Tom and Jerry is. So then we've got his Upbeat, which, if I reset quickly, Upbeat, you control this little rocket and has Jerry on it if you have Jerry. And then you can hit them, does knockback, does really good damage, and puts Jerry wherever you land. Hits them with it, now Jerry is there. So you now become like you guys get the point. You now put Jerry wherever you go, and he can you can fire pulls at him. Yeah, very good move. Has good knockback, can kill. Now without Jerry, if you kill Jerry, which I would do now, Jerry is dead, and you up B, then you get a little kick up with a rocket. Oh. If we can actually get them in the air, there we go. Little kick up with a rocket that doesn't really kill. Has a tiny cooldown so you don't punch smash it. But then when you get Jerry back, it, shoots Jerry on the rocket if you do it in the air. But look. Oh my god. And that kill. But you guys get the point. It does a bit of damage, kick up rocket. It's a good way to recover. Like, it doesn't really do much. Then we got the up B when you don't have Jerry on the floor, which just kicks the rocket up and a bit forward. Or just straight up. Which is, again, very, very cool move. But half of his kit is Jerry, and enemies can kill Jerry, but you need to stop that happening at all costs because Jerry is like half of his kit with all the combos. Especially when Jerry doesn't have a cooldown. If you pick him up, you really can use him for some insane combos, which you've probably seen if you're watching this guide. So now we've gone through it all. We'll go through some combos and playstyle tips, mainly playstyle tips. But So first of all, let's put down not cooldowns on. When you're playing him, you're on space because he's a mage. So you want to use Jerry, try and get it behind them, and hit them. Hopefully hit them with it. But if you can't, try and get it behind them. Then you want to shoot your balls and just practice hitting a lot because Jerry can hit the enemy and stun them. But you can learn to combo with this. But I mainly use Jerry as just if it hits, it hits, and focus on being Tom. So, but what you're going to want to do is use Jerry to cover more than half the map. And if you're in the middle of the map and you shoot Jerry at someone, you now have insane map coverage because of the way Jerry works. And always just try and, there you go, he can die very easily. But always try and have Jerry out, and you should, even when you're pushing and picking people up, you should pretty much be spamming the pickup button. And obviously Shaggy's staying on the floor, so a lot of these balls aren't hitting, but most people aren't going to want to stay on the floor when Jerry's shooting at them, because he does hit. So you can use the balls more in the air, which is what I recommend. I recommend always kind of firing these balls because they kill and they are super good. So your general opener and starting all your combos is shoot Jerry, shoot a ball, and hit the ball towards them. And this will look something like this in the game. Oh, there we go. This looks something like this in the game. As you can see, this is very quick. And I missed the ball, and I still did 13 damage and got 2 stacks of ice, which we'll talk about now. We'll talk about in a bit as a pack. But generally, the general tip is spamming as much as you can Jerry and making sure that they can't do it for they can't do anything for free. They can't stand on the floor for free. They can't go in the air for free. Because remember, this bat is also a hitbox. Right? So this bat is also a hitbox. So if they try and attack you or get near you, the bat hits them, and then the bat will hit them into the ball. As you see, wait. The bat hits, and then if you wait, the bat hits them into the ball, doing a bunch of damage. You also want to set up your trap whenever you can, as much as you can, just because you can really play around the trap. If they're over there, you can stay all the way back here with the trap and use your projectiles to really zone them out. And this is where we're going to get into the dynamite and why it's so good. See, now when you throw Jerry and throw the ball, you can drop your dynamite and hit them all together at once, which can be a bit hard, but oh, I'll show you now. Jerry, and then you get 27 damage and they haven't even got anywhere near you. And if they dodge one of them, the chance of them dodging Jerry's bottle cap, the ball, the bat, and the dynamite is very low. So this has a very high success rate, and it's quite easy to set up actually. Hitting them at the same time is more difficult, but you don't always need to hit them at the same time. And yeah, the ball has a cooldown, but you get 3 of them. So if you're using them quite fairly, then it's not too difficult. And you get 2 dynamites as well, which is quite useful. So, oh my god, always dynamite for the space, because the dynamite tripled is absolutely crazy. And it only covers half the stage, but it covers half the stage very, very well. Now, dynamite isn't too good without the perk, because 1 dynamite is but the 3 makes this a very, very, very good move. Now we'll talk about a few just necessary combos and mainly kill move. Now combos aren't really too good on Jerry. You've seen like the down air neutral thing, like the down air cancel into Jerry in your infinite combo that you see people do. But the main thing is you'll learn that, and you'll see that on a Reddit clip and learn that on the lab at your own time. The main way you're gonna win with Jerry isn't those insane combos. It's Tom Jerry is finding that space and not running away, but making sure you create a big distance between you and them and learn how to space. And that is the main thing when playing him. You need to remember to keep all your projectiles always on cooldown, and you'll find a lot of success with him, especially if you can keep them away and they're playing a character who's not too rushed down, or even is rushed down. You find a way to keep them away with your Jerry and the balls, and overall just kind of keep them in check, because this is all possible even with cooldowns on, because Jerry doesn't have a we'll get rid of this. Because Jerry doesn't have a cooldown, it's only the balls that have a cooldown. You can really like abuse this a lot, and Like I said, you can do everything here. I have no cooldowns on, but everything you can do pretty much with no cooldowns you can do with as well, because as you can see, you know, you can he has no chance of even getting in, because you can fire Jerry and use all the traps. And the main thing you've got to get down is that you hitting into the dynamite and hitting into the balls, and knowing where Jerry is so you can hit them into the balls. Because if you're not using this mechanic, you're worse than a normal character. At close range, you're not bad, but you are significantly worse than a normal character. And it's very easy to keep them away. You know, when you have Jerry, you literally have so much utility to keep them away from you, and there should be no reason, other than some characters, why they're getting anywhere near you at all. Now we'll go through the most important kill confirms. You've got up light into up jump up air. Now this is a very good. Obviously the ceiling's very high in the training room, but this is a very good early kill move, and you can jump out of it. And overall up air is your best kill move. But if we set the bot to very high percentage, you're going to see up air is an insane kill move, and you can also kill with Jerry and the balls, and we'll get into this. So up air, if you ever up air someone and get the sweet spot at your double jump height, you pretty much 99% of the time kill them. And down air is even more powerful. So you always want to be, if anyone ever gets off stage, you always want to pick, you always want to have your Jerry. You always want to have your Jerry around here. Have your Jerry around here. And you want to try and land the back, because this covers so much, because Jerry shoots. Wait. We'll try and demo this. If you get the right angle where you're not picking up Jerry, but he's in front of you, Jerry shoots as you're down airing. So yeah, like this can cover a lot of reads and a lot of dodges, and you'll see a lot of really good Tom and Jerry's do that. When someone's trying to cover back to stage, they'll put their Jerry down there and people will be confused, but it's because it covers the option to get back on the stage. So that is a good edge guarding tip. And I'm on keyboard, so right now down airing without fast forward is very, very difficult, but they're fixing that soon, so I'm gonna be able to be better. But as you can see, you can cover a lot of the stage when you do this, and there's no reason you shouldn't be throwing your Jerry down there. You don't want to throw him off the stage to chase, because it's cool, but you lose Jerry for a very long time, so you a lot of force. But the main thing you need to know is that Tom and Jerry, you do kind of have to, I don't want to say run away, but you do have to really, when you hit them away, you have to use that space. And don't be afraid to, because that's your character. And yeah, you'll get judged a lot by other players, especially like the thin mains and the shaggy mains who really want to rush you. But, you know, you've got to do what you've got to do to win. And at the end of the day, it's how the character was designed. So that's what you're going to want to do. Create a lot of space between you and the enemy. Whenever you hit them with anything to knock them back, go pick Jerry back up to shoot again, because he's a free projectile which kills and knocks back. And that is your general playstyle. There are some cool combos you can learn, but we're gonna have to save them for another day, because again, I'm not the best Tom and Jerry player, so there's no point in me going through super like basic combos which everyone's gonna know and there's no point in me going through in a beginner guide advanced combos. But there are combos and kill confirms, and there's going to be some very cool stuff you can obviously do with the ball, as there are two of him. So you know there's going to be combos where you hit the ball up and then you hit them into the ball, you know, or the dynamite. But that's it really. When it comes to spacing, you just stay. When it comes to how to play the character, it's simple. You just stay away. Use your forward air to zone them out. Use your dynamites to like keep them away, and that's all you do. Land the kills with your dare and up air, which is very easy moves to hit. You don't need the same setup, and you just keep them at bay as much as you can. There's nothing more, nothing less. Very, very easy, not easy to play character, but easy to understand character. You know the game plan. You're killing with either your projectiles or up air and down air, keeping them away, keeping Jerry alive, and that is it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something, and make sure to see me in my other guides. I've got a guide for almost every character out right now, and if you're watching this when this video has been out for a week or two, I've probably got a guide for every single character in the game. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys in the next one. Also, make sure to comment any combos or tips that I missed, as I'm not the best Jerry player. Tom and Jerry player. Perfect. I'll see you next one. Peace.